Hi, my name is Jane Powell. Welcome to Community Connections, brought to you by the Greater Kanawha Valley Foundation. This is a show showcasing community involvement, and today I have a very special guest. I have someone that I have worked with for several years, Susan Hoover, our Scholarship Program Officer. Susan, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you.
Thank you for allowing me to do this.
So this is going to be fun because we are going to talk about scholarships, and you are the expert. And the foundation has a scholarship program, and I know you're going to tell us lots of details and lots of ways that students can get money and people can establish scholarships. We have all kinds of great things to talk about.
Good.
So first of all, just jump in and tell us the broad view of the scholarship program.
Okay. We have over 100 different scholarship funds.
100?
Yes, that you can apply for. And they're all different according to how the donor set the fund up. And the criteria is really easy. The main eligibility is that you have to be a West Virginia resident. And you can go on our website at www.tgkvf.org, click on scholarships, and there you will find a lot of information. We have how to apply, we have available scholarships, we have success stories of students who have received scholarships. And there you will also find apply for the scholarship, and that's where you'll find the application itself.
Okay.
And it'll be on our website and available November 1st, and the deadline is January 15th of 2019.
Okay. So when you say 100 scholarships, so that is 100 different choices that students have to apply for. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
And how many did we give away last year?
We gave 348 scholarships away.
Right, so 348 students got money from the Greater Kanawha Valley Foundation to go to college.
Yes, they did.
Oh, so that's pretty awesome. Who can apply?
Anyone that is a West Virginia resident can apply, and that is for graduating seniors, or that could be for anyone that is wanting to go back to school, non-traditional students. Graduates can apply. So we have, we have applicants that are 45 years old that are going back to school and that are looking for scholarships.
I love that.
Yeah. That's pretty special.
So you mentioned it briefly, so anyone can apply, and it's not just a four-year degree, right? We support technical schools.
Yes, and vocational. We have 6 scholarship funds that offer scholarships to technical and vocational schools. And we have 4 scholarship funds that for graduate students.
Wow. So how many scholarships? So I can choose 2, is that right, when I
Correct.
apply?
Yes.
And I can be awarded 1. Then how many years do I get that for?
You can get it up to 4 years.
4 years.
Yes.
But I reapply every year. Is
Yes,
that right?
there is a renewal scholarship application.
So if I'm an undergrad and then I go on to grad school, it's still just 4 years?
Yes. But if you apply as a junior in college, and so you receive it your junior and senior year, and then you go on to get in graduate school, get your master's, you still have 2 years that you can
Right.
apply for the scholarship.
So 4 years, kind of however you do
Right.
it, you're able to apply.
Right.
Wow. All right. What if I want to go out of state to school?
You can go out of state. Each scholarship fund is set up how the donor wanted their fund to be. So there are some scholarship funds that you can go out of state, anywhere, and then there's some scholarship funds that you have to go in-state, anywhere in-state. So you just have to look at the individual scholarship funds and find out which one you're eligible for.
So this is where it really, I know that we have publications that you visit college fairs.
Yes.
And give away thousands of publications that list all these scholarships. So students could always check with their counselors there.
Correct.
But then all this information is on our website as well.
Correct. Yes.
And there they can narrow it down a little bit.
Right.
So they're not overwhelmed with 100 choices.
Right. We have a quick reference guide, and we also have a list of all the scholarship funds listed by the last name of the donor or the fund that they wanted to set up. But the quick reference guide is listed by high school or college or major, no restrictions. And that means a scholarship fund that allows you to do go anywhere, in-state or out-of-state. There are no specific preferences.
That's the no restriction funds.
Right.
Right. But if they're listed by county, that would be specific for students from that county.
Correct.
Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
And then, and you touched on it, so if I wanted to major in mathematics, then I would look for a scholarship that is partial to mathematics. I could
Yes.
look for a scholarship that is
Yes.
partial to mathematics
Right.
or golf or whatever my interest really is.
Correct.
Because I know from looking through them, it's wide and it's varied and there's something there for everyone.
There is. There is.
Yeah.
You know, we have a lot of scholarships that, you know, you have to be from a certain high school, maybe St. Albans High School or Riverside High School or just all over the state. And some are specific majors. If you're going into math or you're going into science or if you want to be a nurse, we have several for nursing. So really there's a scholarship for everyone.
I love that.
So, and it's very rewarding to talk to the students and, you know, they always call with questions and they're just very humble.
Well, Susan, think in the years you've been in the foundation and you have helped thousands of kids go to school.
True. Very true.
And I know that you maintain a relationship with them
Right.
during the process and then even after they graduate. And we get such great stories.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We even have one that is working in our office. The young man went to UC, received a scholarship from us in accounting, and interned with us. And he is now an employee.
A full-time employee.
Full-time employee.
Right.
So the circle goes around and comes back.
That's right. And
So.
I've heard other stories of, you know, students writing letters and telling us that they have patents in their name now and they're traveling internationally.
Yes.
And we were part of that beginning.
Yes, we were. And the students the thank you letters that we get hundreds of thank you letters each year and thanking us and saying, you know, I couldn't have done this without your scholarship. And so that means a lot. And, you know, the struggles that some of these students have, you know, to go to college and what this scholarship really helps them go through.
So maybe that's something that we should talk about, the amounts of the scholarship, because they vary a little bit as well.
Right. The normal scholarship is $1,000, and each fund is different. We give a lot of $2,000 scholarships. There is a $4,000 scholarship, $5,000, and also a $10,000 scholarship.
Wow. And $1,000 or $2,000
So-
may not sound like a lot of money when you're talking about college, but that does just ease the burden a little bit.
Right. I mean, it's $500 a semester for books,
Right.
you know, or computer supplies. So,
So let's talk a little bit about how you apply. So there's lots of choices,
right.
but you go to the website, is that right?
Correct. Yes.
And then say I pick out what I want. I know the two that I want to apply for. What do I do?
You click on apply for scholarships.
On the website.
Yes, on the website. And that's where you'll find the application. There's an eligibility There's 5 questions. Just ask if you're from West Virginia, and gives you several options if you're a high school student or you're going, if you're in college but you're, looking for a scholarship. And so once you go through the eligibility quiz, then you're into the application. And you can start it and finish it. That's okay. Start it and finish it whenever they want. They have from November 1st to January 15th. And they can start it in November and they can finish it January 14th.
As long as they hit that submit button.
Yes, and save it. So.
And I know that and it's all outlined within the application, but you do ask for some additional information.
Yes, we do. We ask for their grades, their last semester grades, and a financial form, and the first page of the parents' IRS form. But there are a lot of situations where they don't have the IRS form. And so what I ask them to do is just on a separate sheet of paper, just explain the situation and upload it as the IRS tax form.
Okay, great. So I do that, and I hit the submit button by January 15th. Then what happens?
And then I get it.
Okay.
So then I put your information into our program, and it is sent to a review committee.
So you don't decide the scholarships?
No, I do not decide.
Right.
All I do is enter the information into the computer. Then I send that information to reviewers, and 2 reviewers will review each scholarship. And then they let me know who their winners are, and I put that information into the computer. I send a letter May 1st, letting them know either way, whether they've received one or if they haven't. If they have, I also sent an award acceptance form, and that's where they'll sign it saying yes, they accept it, and give me their student ID number. And then we send that information to the bank, and then a check is sent to the individual school. So the student doesn't receive the money themselves.
Right, straight to the school.
Straight to the school. And with the student ID number, then they connect it directly to the student's account.
So, and that's really the first notification the school gets that there's money being given to the student, right?
Correct, yes. We don't send any information to the school saying that Tom Jones received a scholarship.
Right.
So it's just the check and the student ID number.
Yeah, okay. So the big dates to remember are November 1st.
Yes.
That they can go to our website, which is tgkvf.org.
Right.
And apply for the scholarship.
Click on scholarships.
Yep, fill out the application, submit that by January 15th.
Right.
And then the student just has to hang tight.
Right.
Until May, when they
Right.
get an award letter.
First week of May.
Saying that they were either awarded a scholarship or that they weren't. Which
Right.
I'm sorry to say happens.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And then all the back stuff happens and they go off to school and we're helping pay for it.
Yes. Exciting.
So I just want to go back because I love all this, but I really love that you keep in touch with the students. And I know there's a couple other stories that you'd like to share.
Yes. We just had a student graduate from WVU, and he's in California, and he already has a job. So straight from graduation.
Wow. So
Straight
in
to
California, living his
California.
dream.
That's right.
That's really
right.
wonderful. And I know
Yeah.
that, again, it may seem like a small amount of money in comparison to a whole college, but it can be life-changing.
It
And
can.
we've heard those stories over and over.
Yes.
So yes, thank you so much for being here today.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Thanks. And I know it's getting ready to get busy. November 1st
It
is
is.
right around the corner.
Yes.
So thank you guys so much for joining us today. Susan Hoover has been my guest. I'm Jane Powell. This has been Community Connections, brought to you by the Greater Kanawha Valley Foundation. We'll see you next time.